Dan, congratulations on your 40th year as a producer. I think of where we met. I think it was back at BBDO in New York. I can't even say it right anymore because the teeth don't work as well as they used to. And starting with the Golf Classic, you and me and Marty Starger and all of that. And then we made, I don't know how many movies we made together, including a couple of them called Winds of War and War and Remembrance. I got a vague memory about that. And I just congratulate you on your taste, on your talent, and the fun that we had, and the great contributions that you made to television. They were outstanding, and they will never, ever be forgotten. Congratulations.
Dan, this is a happy anniversary, big fat hug and kiss from probably your oldest living fan. Congratulations.
Hello, Dan. Congratulations on 40 years in this crazy, wonderful business of making it, of producing and directing and maintaining your zest for life, and having a wonderful, loving woman at your side to hold your hand through all of the 40 years. So to you and Norma, again, my love and congratulations to you both.
Congratulations on being honored tonight. You certainly deserve it. You know, I've made over 100 movies, and people don't really remember them, a lot of them. They just come and go. Your movies come and stay. Your movies come and stay. Every week someone comes up to me and they say, were you in that trilogy, with the trilogy with the little nya? Was that you? I say, yeah. Or they get scared of me, actually. I went to a dentist's office and the girl said, you look like Karen Black. I said, I'm like, you're Karen Black. It's her. The yeah, little doll person. And, you know, what does all that mean? Well, it kind of means that somehow you're effective. You're evocative, and people remember you, and you do great work in the field. And Burnt Offerings as well. People never forget it. They're always coming up to me to tell them it's the scariest movie they ever saw. I don't want you to change. I like you just the way you are. I don't want you to be nice and sweet and soft. Sweet, pussyfooting around and trying to please anybody. I don't want you to change. I love you like you are. Bye.
Dan, if you can hear me, this is your bastard child, the son you never wanted. I just want to congratulate you on 40 years in show business. I'm very proud of you, and I'm especially proud of having spent about 1.5 of those 40 years working with you. It's an interesting experience, but more importantly, where was this guy? Where was that guy when I was working? You know, I would have appreciated having a guy like this around, calm and just gathering his thoughts instead of like yelling his ass off at me. Yeah, we did have some good times. And here was one of them. What else have I got here? Here's another one. See, what you didn't realize, Dan, was while you were directing, everyone was making fun of you behind your back. You see that? Anyway, seriously, I love you, and congratulations.
Hey, Big D, 40 years? No way. It's absolutely unbelievable. Remember the dinners at Broadway Joe's, closing up Johnny Angels at 3 in the morning? It just seems like yesterday. All those New York recording studios, all the LA scoring stages, all the dubbing rooms till 5, 6 a.m. all the time. But it just can't be 40 years. Hey, listen, it all happened so fast, and it was all so great. Why not another 40? Big D, here's to the future. No martini glass, but here's to the future. Goodbye.
Hi, Dan. Remember when you gave me this at the end of the second film? Here it is hanging in my house, and Angelique still haunts my life. And I don't know what my life would have been like if you hadn't been in it. In spite of the fact that you probably don't think of Dark Shadows as the pinnacle of your career, I think of it as the high point of mine, and I'm just so glad that a producer who has so much imagination and sensitivity and smarts and bullheadedness and a love of the classics and an instinct for what makes really great drama. Was also a horror fan, and he came up with this wonderful show that has lasted for 30 years, and that you knew that horror is not that easy to do. It's harder to do than a lot of other things, and a lot of people don't get it right, but you knew how to get it right because you thought in terms of a wonderful story with believable characters and romance and the classics and some kind of campy wit that's never been duplicated. And that was Dark Shadows, and I'm very proud that I was part of that, and I'm proud that I'm part of this. Congratulations, Dan.
You know, there's some guys that you meet in this town that you want to punch out right away. There are others that, I don't know, they're so charming and you just want to hug them. I think I had both emotional reactions when I first met Dan. And luckily, fortunately, Dan and Norma decided to hug Laurie and me. And we have become the greatest of friends over the years, and we're very, very grateful for that friendship. Dan, I'll just leave you with this note from Robert Browning. Grow old along with me. The best is yet to be, the last of life for which the first was made. Our times are in his hands, who saith a whole life plan. Youth shows but half. Trust God, move on, nor be afraid.
Dan, I want to wish you a happy 40th anniversary as a producer. You're great, you're huge, you're my Moses, and I thank you. And I wish you many more anniversaries because you deserve it.
Dan Curtis, on a very personal level, I love you. Happy 40th anniversary, whatever that means a long time. I love you, Dan. Happy 40th anniversary.
Well, I thought actually that it was your 40th birthday, so I was going to say happy birthday, Dan, and you really don't look your age. You are still cute and young. And then they told me it was your 40th anniversary of producing and directing and being all-time good guy. And so I just wanted to say happy anniversary. And you know that whenever anyone asks me what is the favorite part that you have ever played, and I've been around as long as you have, so we're covering a lot of years, Rhoda has always been my answer. Winds of War and War and Remembrance have always been the greatest experience I have ever had as an actress. I think that all of us were heartbroken when it was all over because we had become such a loving, close family. And that was because of you, because you made it special, because you are a terrific guy. Though I am a little disappointed to discover that you started out producing and directing a golf show. But I won't tell anyone. And if there are any of these things new that you're going to sell, there better be a part in them for me.